What's up, Summoners? King Blair here. Today, we're going to be talking about the balance patch that is going to go into effect August 6th that they dropped yesterday. And some of these changes are nuts, particularly the Melissa one, which you guys know I was going to the full guide and I've been playing around a lot with her. And it is insane. It's everything I could ever want. More on that in a second and for the full guide because it was supposed to drop Sunday, but this changes things. But if you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord link. I am so excited for you guys to see. I have so much content ready for you guys. And the Discord, I do plan to start streaming, so make sure you join the Discord to know when I'm going to announce that, when I start streaming, if you guys want to pop in. But without further ado, let's just go right into it. So the subscriber in July, the full guide was supposed to be on Melissa. This update completely changes the way Melissa plays, makes her so much freaking better, completely eliminates her weaknesses, takes off one small strength that she had, but that's it. It's like, for what she got, it's worth it. So the full guide will be postponed, but in August 8th, slash that weekend, so it'll drop on Wednesday, or Thursday, drops Wednesday. By that Sunday, I will have the full guide made for you guys. So be ready for that. Just know that that is going to still be coming out around that time, but it will be postponed. Most likely will be 2 full unit guides in August, but I really want you guys to see the Melissa changes because they are insane. So I really do want to put that and actually show it to you guys how strong she's actually going to be. But without further ado, let's talk about it because there's a lot of other units, but that one's just particularly because I was going to make a video just on her. All right, let's just jump right in. So first, of course, Melissa. So this patch, a lot of people were upset that Sage Ball and Sasan didn't get a buff, and the one that I also was surprised that also didn't get a buff, which would have made a lot of sense, is Haste, because Melissa and Haste, you know, their stories are very similar. You would have thought that they would have also buffed Haste, but they didn't. So a lot of people were disappointed about that because it means he's not getting a buff in a while. I feel like they're maybe still debating what to do with Sage Ball and with Haste. Maybe that's why they're kind of scared to touch them, or they have something like crazy planned, so I don't know. But overall, the biggest changes are going to be Melissa and to Roaming Warrior and Benevolent Romman. The other ones are kind of nice. The Pillars one, I was looking at it and I was like, okay, it's kind of cool. But we'll talk about it. Most of these aren't that impactful, but some of these are huge. But okay, first up, Melissa. Y'all, Melissa is bonkers now. I feel like Smilegate actually listened to the community and like was low-key in the Discord, because one of the things I mentioned was that I wish they moved Melissa Soulburn from her S1, which was nice because, you know, S1 did a lot of damage, but I wanted it to in her S3 because most time the S1, it's like, if you're using Soulburn on that, it means that that fight is going too long. You probably already won it. And they actually did it. They did what Melissa struggled with the most, her effectiveness. Her effectiveness killed her. The 15% chance to miss her debuff, to strip, to do all that thing with her S3 made her so hard to play. And then the crit requirement that she needed to crit, they also took that off. It's like they looked at Melissa and they're like, what are her weaknesses? Oh, effectiveness and not being able to crit sometimes because either you miss or, you know, it's hard to gear. For a lot of players, it's actually really hard to get her to 100% crit rate. And they're like, let's take those weaknesses off. And now she's, oh man, I am so excited for this patch to drop because Emerald Violet is going to be free dubs. Y'all, let me break it down for you why this is so crazy. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do like a quick arena fight because I think there's an Emerald Violet. I kind of been slacking on arena. But the biggest reason why this is so crazy is she's going to be an insane counter to Emerald Violet. And it's going to be so much better against Seaside Bellonas. She's going to be so much better against Rollo Light. So just a bunch of other units. So Emerald Violet definitely has a big counter now. Rollo Light is going to be almost a must-have because Melissa's going to be able to one-tap him with the skill 3. And then if you're able to kill the Rollo Light with another piercing unit, oh, that team's going to be nasty. But why is this so crazy? So that's S3. Now that you're able to soul burn it, it means you don't have to put effectiveness on your Melissa anymore. There is no reason to put effectiveness on your Melissa anymore. It's actually almost wasted because you're just going to end up soul burning it anyways. Because if you're able to strip the Emerald Violet of his immunity and his evasion buff, the only thing that he has protecting him is a Moonlight Dreamblade that's 20% chance. If you give her Oath Key, that's 100% chance that you will strip the Violet, apply Curse, that Violet's dead. Even if you land Curse, even if you don't one-shot him, the curse damage will one-shot. Because curse skill 3 is kind of bonkers. Like the damage that skill does with curse, it's pretty bonkers. It's so strong. So against Emerald Violet, broken. Then the crit rate. Alright, so we talked about how Oath Key was nice. But let's say you want to actually give her souls because you want to bring another character that uses souls. Which usually that's what I liked about her, is that she didn't require souls. But let's say you still want to do that. You can now give her Tangle's Tome, which gives you the souls. And you don't have to use Oath Key because you don't have to crit anymore. Even if you miss, you get another chance to attack again because you don't need the crit anymore. That's so good against Emerald Violet. The other thing, the ignore effect resistance, you can now use this on like a high effect resistance Rello Light. And the curse damage is so much damage. You can use that on her and then attack a squishy. You can probably kill Rello Light, which makes it so now she isn't just an Emerald Violet counter. She's going to be kind of staple. I actually think she's going to be a staple similar to Sigret and similar to yufine. I think she's going to have that niche where she can fit into those team comps perfectly and just replace this Sigret and yufine and be part like the fire one. So now we have fire, water, and earth, big damage units. So oh man, this is it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. I am so excited for this change. I can talk about this for another 10 minutes, but there are other units we have to get through. So let's just start going. Bonsasan, I think it's unique. I know a lot of people actually use him for Abyss and Raid, and I have a bunch of them. The hitting 2 enemies is nice because if you give him Zero Ren, every time he attacks, he can apply a debuff. So having this, do it again. You know, it's more poison, attack 2 enemies. He'll definitely be a lot better for Abyss. The other thing is you can actually use him in the Expedition because he does have apply a lot of debuffs and he does AoE damage, so you're able to hit the crystal. So he can actually work for the Wind or the Earth Expedition hero because you can hit the boss and you can hit the little guy. So I think it's actually a pretty good change for him. It'll help him be more usable. The skill 2, it's like whatever, you know, like it didn't do that much damage in the first place, but it's nice. You know, I'm not gonna complain. You know, 2 turns for an AoE attack is really good. And then if you have Zero Ren on it, it does even more damage the more debuffs they have. So it's nice. He definitely is starting to come up. I feel like it's not enough, but it's definitely like if you really like his design, you can actually make him work for PvE because hitting 2 targets is pretty nice. I still don't think he'll be that crazy for PvP though. So I don't expect anything for PvP. For PvE, he actually has a little bit of spice. It's pretty nice. It's nice. It's similar to Spectre Tenebria, but he doesn't have the survivability. But it's a little scarier. It's getting a little bit scarier. Armentia, again, similar to the other 2, they still didn't quite hit what I think they needed to hit on the Armentia. The damage dealt increase is nice. The ultimate being increased, that's really, really good. Unless it's a massive attack, like damage increase, I don't see her still being used in PvP or PvE. With the other one, what is nice about that is for one-shot Golem, because now you can actually do a little bit of damage, you can put attack buff, and you can actually do more damage to the Golem. So I actually think it's really, really nice for one-shot Golem and for Golem period, but most likely for one-shot Golem, because now you do more damage on your AoE, and your skill 2 can do a little bit more damage to the Golem, you know, help out with the fight. So, pretty nice. Pretty solid. PvE-wise, PvP-wise, not really. There's still so many other people that do her job, but better. In PvP, there's no reason to use her over her Emerald counterpart, because she's not gonna be doing as much as her Emerald counterpart. So she's still outshined, and then as an attack buffer, it's nothing crazy. So PvE, nice. You know, it's a nice touch. PvP, nothing. Roaming Warrior Leo. I actually don't know how I feel about this one. Reading it, I was like, okay, the decreased speed, that's nice, because now you can it's more debuffs. They still kept it at 90%, which I understand because they probably don't want to overbuff MO Leo and then make Bomb be like uber broken. But Bomb can still be the spell. The other thing is that it's still 90%, but you know they're trying. You know, it's going to be interesting. The S2, what's nice is you can decrease the cooldown, so that means you can potentially have more bombs up, and it actually detonates the bombs. But it's still a little bit too slow for me because you still have to do the ultimate and you still have to get him to rotate to pop the bomb that does it does okay damage. I'm not gonna say it's like insane. It does okay damage, but they still have a chance to cleanse it. So you if you're playing with him with like a oxlots and somehow make him faster, or like a lots, and you like go with the skill, boost him up, do the AoE. I'm sure there's gonna be like some crazy team comp with him, but I don't see him being like super crazy. It's still a little bit on the slow side. That's all I feel about how I feel about it. It's still a little bit on the slow side, unless you have a way to cycle a lot. I know I always forget his name. I think it's like Trunk Tran. That's another YouTuber. I'm sure he'll probably build him because I think that'd be pretty unique. The lots, ox lots, Kitty Cat Clarissa team comp with like roaming warrior Leo would be pretty interesting. But you kind of need the Shuri too. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's enough, but it's definitely enough for people to like kind of take a look at him. But I don't think he'll be relevant because it's still a little bit on the slow side and it still requires a lot of setup. Benelovant Romman, on the other hand, is actually looking kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he's actually looking really, really scary. I already thought he wasn't that bad. He is very RNG heavy, but when he works really, really well. So the skill 1, I know people used to like the Soulburn for getting the 100% chance, but for what he got for it, it's a lot better. So it goes up to like 70% chance. I'm not sure if anyone can confirm if it goes up to 100. I don't think it does, but it goes up to 70% chance if they have a silence and attack all enemies and push back. Now it's 15%, so it's actually like even worst case scenario, you're getting a nice pushback. So that part, really, really solid. He's already really, really annoying with the Abyssal Crown. You don't get to move if he actually gets the right thing. The other thing, it's the one where he attacks all enemies, dispels 2 buffs now, and silences. Why is this so crazy? So the attacks all enemy condensed mana dispelling 2 buffs, that's a 100% chance to dispel 2 buffs. And then, yes, it's only 75% chance to silence, but y'all know how crushing 2-turn silence is? For example, let's say you go into arena with one of those slow teams, right? You use Benelovant Romman, use this skill. If they have a Fallen Cecilia, you're stripping barrier, you're stripper immunity, and then if you Soulburn, you get an extra turn. There's silence. If one of them is silence, let's say you get lucky, this silence, 75% chance, that means you're silencing at least 2 to 3, pretty consistently. You'll be silencing 2 to 3 for 2 turns. And then you get an extra turn where you can attack one of those silenced enemies, go into your skill 2, and push them back by 50%. That's crazy. That's so strong. And then you also have Abyssal Crown on top of that. So you're soul burning, stripping everyone. Abyssal Crown will stun at least one person. You can use the S1, can stun another person. And then AoE proc, you could even stun 3 people in 1 turn. That's really, man, he's gonna be really, really strong for arena offense. I really want one now. He looks so good. And then for RTA, man, if he outspeeds you, oh my god. Tank teams are still very, very popular in RTA. So having someone that's able to do this, it's going to be really, really strong. I definitely think you need to watch out for Benelovant Romman now. Because he's going to be able to do a lot of work that can, if he gets first turn, you're probably going to lose. So definitely a really good counter to slow teams. Especially with Holiday Yufine coming out, Basara is not as good anymore. So I think they did this so tank teams wouldn't be that strong. So definitely really, really good addition. So for this one, Pillis was already kind of good for PvE, so it's kind of nice that they made it so it increases the defense, it's faster to stack up, and she does more damage. The provoke is also kind of nice because she used to just get a barrier, but now the provoke does kind of help, kind of like a mini Lilius but with damage. She's still just okay, she's still kind of like a cool unit. I feel like this might be setting up for a specialty change. It's what I think. I think this is kind of one of those things that's like, they are definitely looking at a specialty change for her. Because it's kind of random that they decided to buff her. And I know she has uses, but I really do think she's going to be getting a specialty change soon. Especially because I know she's from, not from Phantom CSC. She's from like the other, like Dagger Sakar or something. And I think they're the ones that are in the continent that episode 3 is coming out. So I definitely do see her getting a specialty change. And this is kind of leading up to that so that they can make the specialty change hero. Besides that, I don't think it's anything crazy. This one, it's like, I don't even know anyone who was using her. This one, it's like, okay. 85% chance to spell 1 buff and increase 1 cooldown. It's unique. Judge Kise does what he does, but way better. So it's like, maybe you want a little Judge Kise, you know? You want a little Judge Kise? Still not 100% sure, so he won't see anything. This one, I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't have a Chaos Inquisitor. I don't know if this helps at all. Let me know if you have one and you think this is big. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I know people really, really like him for like the expedition, and they really like him for Golem and like some other PvE. So let me know if this is like huge, if this is something that like you really like. But I don't think it's going to be making a very big impact. But yeah, that is going to be it. Everything else is just kind of like fixes to the skill description. But yeah, Melissa, y'all, do not sleep on Melissa. Once she gets this buff, she's going to be spicy. I need to upgrade her gear because now when I show you guys the full guide, I'm going to pimp out her gear even more. I'm going to try to find a ring, boots, and a necklace that actually fit her better and a better chest because we're going to be doing some spicy damage with her. I am so excited. I'm so excited to take Oath Key off of her. I'm ready. But yeah, that is all I got for you guys today. I will see y'all next time. Peace.